welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Joe Flash, and today I'm doing another reaction video. So I did mention like yesterday after I completed the Superhero Squad Battle Tournament series, my series is officially over. So like I said, if you haven't seen the previous video, go ahead and check it out because it was the final episode of the Superhero Squad Battle Tournament, which obviously quite a few some certain viewers had quite enjoyed the series, and it was very worth it for me to make a comeback with the series to officially end it. But so I did mention I was gonna probably try to go back to doing some reaction videos if possible, and here I am. So I'm doing more reactions, and I did tell you, I think I might have, well, I don't know, I didn't really mention what kind of series I'm gonna be reacting to or trying to attempt to react to on my channel, but I do got a few in mind, and I actually do have it written in a piece of paper here, just so that way I wouldn't forget, because there's quite a lot. There's actually quite a few numbers of series I want to check out, but, I can only do one at a time, just depending on how many episodes there are of the series and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So, on YouTube and stuff like that, but, Anyway, so speaking of series, this is going to be an episode from a series that maybe some of you might remember that I've actually reacted to in the past, and you probably might have thought that after I reacted to the 11th episode of this series, you probably thought it was over, but it turned out that there was still one more episode of this series left, and that was a 12th episode, and I never really ever got the chance to actually react to it. Well, put it this way, last year, I think it was on last year's 4th of July day, which, by the way, it is 4th of July, by the way, so happy 4th of July, everybody. And I think I tried to do it on last year's 4th of July, or whenever I was trying to do a reaction video while I was outside of my mom's truck trying to, have a peaceful place outside to do it, but I think it was on 4th of July last year. I don't know, I can't really remember technically, but unfortunately I didn't really exactly have any luck doing it because that was on my mom's phone, and when I tried to do reaction videos on the old Mobazam recorder with my mom's phone, sometimes it wouldn't allow me to do the face cam and everything. Even though I was able to upload an earlier video, like I said, if it was on 4th of July, I don't remember. But I do remember I did do a special reaction video last year on 4th of July. It was my Captain America, I think it was my Captain America voice comparison reaction video that was special, I think, for 4th of July, if I'm not mistaken. And then I remember another year before then, I think I did, I reacted to Dashy's Games, playing Surgeon Simulator. Sorry if I'm not looking at the camera, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to remember. But I remember, like I said, I did two different years of reactions. Like I said, I remember, I think it was last year, if I'm not mistaken, it was where I did the Captain America voice comparison reaction video for a special to celebrate 4th of July, because, Captain America is an American hero from Marvel, so I thought it'd make it appropriate for me to react to his voice comparison for 4th of July. And I think it was also the year before last year that I did a reaction to one of Dashy Games' videos, to where he played Surgeon Simulator, the Donald Trump edition, since at that time Donald Trump was still our president. So, I thought I'd make it fitting for him, and because, Donald Trump was still our president at that time, I thought I'd make it fitting to react to something related to USA, and Trump is the president, so I thought I reacted to Dashy Games playing Surgeon Simulator Donald Trump edition, which was pretty funny. I love Dashy's videos. So, I don't know what I'm going to react to this year. I mean, of course, this is not related to anything in America or anything related to similar to 4th of July, but I do want to try to hope that maybe I can find some certain videos that maybe relate to 4th of July or maybe relate to America today and try to react to it. But for today, I just thought well, okay, I haven't even got to the title of the video yet or what I'm reacting to, but basically, I'll just go ahead and tell it. So this video that I'm reacting to, this is the 12th episode of this series. Like I said, I've reacted to almost every episode of this series, but unfortunately this is the only video of the series that I did not check out. This, like I said, he has a total of 12 episodes. I only have reacted to 11 of them. Unfortunately, for some reason, I never got the chance to do the reaction to the 12th episode. I actually tried to attempt to do this reaction last year, 4th of July, but unfortunately it did not work because at the time I was still using my mom's phone for reaction before I got this own phone of mine, and so the Mobazam still was not letting me do face cam reaction videos all the time, and all that stuff. So thankfully I'm at least glad I have my own phone, otherwise I wouldn't be able to do it as much. So thank goodness, Even though the only thing that's annoying about doing face cams here is the fact that I have to turn the camera, like, I can't get it pointing directly at me, so, I can't have it in the middle. I have to, like, turn it around to where, it's on my right shoulder, but, I have to make sure the little camera can point at me so that way I can look at you guys, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what's annoying about it, but never mind. So anyway, I thought that maybe perhaps I'll finish this series up. So the series that I'm checking out is that I reacted to that I'm talking about. Sorry, I never got the point of what series I'm checking out. So this series that I'm checking out, like, well, pretty much the series has already been checked out, but the last episode for this series that I'm checking out is funny WWE alarm clock wake up videos by Kip Clips. So, like I said, I reacted to almost every single episode of funny WWE alarm clock wake up videos by Kip Clips, but the only episode I never got to react to was the 12th episode. So, I've reacted to every single episode of his funny WWE Alarm Clock Wake Up series. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But the 12th one, I never got the chance to. Like I said, failed to do it last year, so I'm going to do it this year. And even though it's not related to anything on 4th of July, but I just thought, I'd go ahead and get over with. Because more importantly, Kip Clips, the YouTuber who is the creator of this series, I mean, he doesn't do this series anymore, of course, but I just got done watching, I mean, he's still going live right now. Kip Clips actually is live right now if you want to check it out. And he unfortunately mentioned that he's going to be going away for a while. He made a video not too long ago where he mentioned that he's going to be leaving for a little while. He's not retiring or anything. He's just going away for a little while, and he's doing a live right now. He's making his final live live YouTube video before he's going to go away for a while. And he mentioned, and I watched his video, and I mentioned that he unfortunately doesn't really want to do anything related to WWE or wrestling anymore because he just doesn't think it's getting him the success that he wants to reach up to. So, in a result, pretty much in the near future, he's not going to really do too much of wrestling WWE videos anymore. So, because of that, and because he's going away for a little while, and because, when he does come back, I'm going to be expecting to know that he won't be really making anything related to WWE anymore. I thought maybe this would be a better idea to react to it today, especially with the fact that he's going away for a little while, just to pay a little respect for him and to pay a little homage to him since he's going to go away for a little while. I thought it'd be best if I react to his last WWE Alarm Clock Wake Up video since I didn't get the chance to do it last year. I was not expecting him to mention he was going away for a little while, and plus I did subscribe to Kip Clips, by the way, as well, and please subscribe to him if you want to go do it right now. Like I said, I've subscribed to Kip Clips, and he's an amazing YouTuber. I really do love his funny WWE Alarm Clock Wake Up videos. They're very funny. And some of his other videos are good too. It's just the funny WWE Alarm Clock Wake Up videos I've always been a big fan of the most. Of course, he doesn't do them anymore. After he made the 12th one, he just didn't want to do any more of them. But, they'll always be memorable to me because they were so funny and stuff, So, since the fact that he won't be hardly making any more wrestling videos anymore when he comes back, so he won't be making any more WWE stuff in the future when he returns, and, he's going away for a little while, I thought it would be appropriate to react to, his funny WWE Alarm Clock Wake Up video number 12, since that's the only episode I never reacted to. And, since he won't hardly make any more wrestling videos anymore. So, I hope Kip Clips see this. I kind of want to hope he sees this. I've really been hoping for a while that he checks out me reacting to his funny WWE Alarm Clock Wake Up videos, because I love the series, and plus the fact that this is his last episode, and I did put some comments down on it during his live as well. I don't know if he saw them, but that's okay, he didn't really want to talk anything related to WWE, but I thought I'd just let him know, because, it'd just be great for him to know that I'm reacting to his final episode right now and today, and then I also thought maybe I know that I also mentioned I really love his WWE Alarm Clock Wake Up video series, even though it's going to be quite a while. Even though he's not going to react to anything he's not going to do anything related to WWE or wrestling period anymore, so, I'm really going to miss that. That is going to be quite a shame, but, he does mention that WWE's probably not getting him the success he's wanting to look for, so, in a result, he's going to, when he comes back, he's going to try to do something less related to WWE, We won't be expecting him to do anything related to the WWE anymore, Even though WWE is a big wrestling company, it's the biggest wrestling company in the world right now, considering the fact that it's even popular on YouTube. I don't know if it's still there, but I remember WWE was actually part of the list as part of the top 10 most subscribed YouTube channels on YouTube, and the rest, that's how big the WWE really is, which is incredible, There are other wrestling leagues that are pretty big as well. I guess AEW's starting to get there, and TNA Impact Wrestling, it's alright as well. But, you know, nothing can ever be compared to the WWE. It's the biggest wrestling industry in the world right now. It's got the biggest, and even has the most subscribers on YouTube, and in fact was even one of the top 10 most subscribed YouTube channels, which is incredible. I don't know if it's still there. I haven't checked in a while. I'll probably check it out maybe after this video is done, maybe just to see, because I really want to check it out. I remember there was other YouTube channels. Of course, PewDiePie was #1 at one point until T-Series reached him, so T-Series is still up there. PewDiePie, I believe, is still up there at #2, I think. I remember Justin Bieber was actually up there at one point. Justin Bieber's YouTube channel was actually up there at one point as top 10. So that's pretty crazy, apparently knowing he was one of the biggest music... So that apparently helps to know that he's one of the biggest music artists on YouTube, considering he's got that many subscribers. Pretty crazy. But anyway, nothing less. You already got the point of what I said I was going to react to, and I've really been talking way too long. I really should have already gotten this video started like a long time ago. I've been talking way too long already. So I better go ahead and just get this over with, because I'm ready to, you know, start doing some other things for a little bit before, you know, later on tonight when me and my parents go pop some fireworks. So, you know, I'm really just ready to go ahead and just get this over with. So I'm gonna zoom it probably this much. I think that should be a good size amount, I think. Let me try it again. Hold on. I think that's a good size right there. So yeah. So I'm going to size it up right here. I really should have already got this started like 10 minutes ago. I'm surprised I've been talking this long, but I apologize, y'all. So, you know the point. I'm going to be reacting to the final episode of Kip Clip's funny WWE Alarm Clock Wake Up videos, since he's going away for a little while, and because he won't hardly make any WWE or any wrestling related videos anymore in the future when he comes back. So, to pay respect, I'm going to react to this. And plus, since I never got the chance to officially even react to this final episode of his series anyway, like I said, I reacted to every single episode of his funny WWE Alarm Clock Wake Up videos, you know, #1 through 11, but never got to #12, so it'd be best to do it. Like I said, and also, like I said, tried to attempt to do it last year, I believe in last year's 4th of July day, but unfortunately it didn't work out, so I'm doing it now. And plus, to even make it more better now that Kip Clips is going away for a little while. And like I said, I believe he's still on live, so if you want to check out his live video, go ahead. And please go subscribe to Kip Clips if you even want to. I've subscribed to him. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this over with, shall we? I really should have already had this started like a long time ago. I'm gonna kind of miss react. I mean, I've already been missing reacting to the series ever since, you know, it was already pretty much over from then on out when I was almost done anyway after I reacted to the 11th episode. I wasn't sure when I was going to be able to get the opportunity to react to his last episode of his funny WWE Alarm Clock Wake Up video, since I never got to do it, like, during the time when I was reacting to his series, you know? So yeah. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this over with. This is the final episode. Funny WWE Alarm Clock Wake Up #12, the last episode of Kip Clip's funny WWE Alarm Clock Wake Up video. And plus, to pay even more respect, to react to a video of his today, since he's live, and it'll be his last live stream before he goes away for a little while, since he's leaving YouTube for just a little bit, and he won't be hardly making any more wrestling videos in the future. So, you know the drill. Let's go ahead and get this over with, guys. Plus, I also want to try to hope that I can find some videos that relate to America that I can react to as a special 4th of July video special. So, let's go ahead and just get this started, shall we? I've been talking way too long. I really just need to go ahead and just get this over with. So, I'm done. Let's start this. Like John Cena and Triple H would always say, your time is up, my time is now. It's time to play the game. God, it feels so appropriate for me to even do that catchphrase to a WWE-related video. But anyway, so let's go ahead and just get this started, shall we? Funny WWE Alarm Clock Wake Up #12 by Kip Clips, the final episode of the series. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's hit it. It's on Monday. Ooh, Becky Lynch, the man. I hope she comes back pretty soon. I miss Becky Lynch. Her theme song. Should have suspected it was going to be her theme song. Think I had a mini heart attack. I think at the time Becky Lynch was the current SmackDown Women's Champion. I think she was going by the man gimmick then. Yeah, she was. Tuesday. Ooh, the Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro. They were a great tag team, not even gonna lie. He moved a little bit. Sheamus and Cesaro were great as a tag team. The Bar. They really turned out to be a much better tag team than from what I expected when they were formed unexpectedly in 2016. They went on to become the Raw Tag Team Champions. Even broke the New Day's.
We don't just lay in bed, we stay in bed.
True. It was even crazy how they were even the ones to even break the New Day's longest reigning tag team championship reign. Oh, Rusev. Gonna say Rusev Day. Oh no, his theme song. Okay. I love how it zooms in on his face so you can like see his reaction when he got woken up. Oh, he's even got Rusev written on his shirt. That's cool. Yeah, Rusev. Rusev was great. I used to hate Rusev, but he really turned out to be a pretty good superstar. I did started to like him after when his rivalry was formed against Bobby Lashley when he was taking Lana and everything and that stuff. I started liking him after then because Rusev really was a great superstar. He really could have deserved a. That's cool. Because really, Rusev could have been a much more better superstar if WWE just would have allowed him to like get the push that fans wanted him to get when he started getting popular with the Rusev Day chant. Like I said, it all began in 2017. He wasn't even meant to get that popular, but ever since after when he got his payback on Randy Orton from SummerSlam when he beat him pretty quickly with just one finisher, and then he got him on SmackDown, he started chanting Rusev Day, and then he started forming with Aiden English. It surprisingly got pretty popular. People started embracing it, and he just started getting popular that way. And people would have wanted him to be over the edge and everything, but unfortunately WWE just refused to push him. Even though they did actually let him get a WWE title opportunity against AJ Styles, but still they weren't gonna let him beat AJ Styles, and they weren't gonna let him be WWE champion. The only championship Rusev ever won was the United States title. He only won it like 3 times. I remember back when he started as a heel, with the long hair, he beat Sheamus on Raw and Smack to win it in 2014. Then won it again in 2016 against Kalisto, and then the previous time he won it was like during the time when he had the short hair and he was getting famous for Rusev Day. He beat Shinsuke Nakamura on SmackDown to close out 2018, to celebrate New Year by defeating him, and then he went on to begin 2019 with the United States title before all that. He lost it to Nakamura at the Royal Rumble and everything, and then he went back to being a heel the next night on SmackDown after he thought it was a joke for R-Truth beating Nakamura the night after Royal Rumble to win it, stuff like that. But anyway, Rusev really could have deserved a lot more better, Rusev was a great superstar. He really did deserve a lot better. But at least it's nice that WWE's no, not WWE, AEW is giving a much more better treatment in that company for right now because he is in AEW now, and of course he doesn't go by Rusev anymore. He goes by Miro. At least he's getting better treatment in AEW. Like he's the current TNT champion, so that's pretty good for Rusev. That Rusev Day chant, even though I never got in touch with it, but God, it was so over with the fans. They just really would have wanted him to be the top guy. It's like those moments when WWE wrestlers end up getting over with the fans. They want him to become the top guy, but sometimes WWE doesn't always allow them to. And but sometimes they do. Like I guess when Rusev won the United States title, maybe that was a bit of a way. But no, Thursday the revival also got released as well. Sorry, hold on. The Revival also was released as well. I didn't really care too much about it, but they were a pretty good tag team for some time, They went on to win some Raw tag team titles for a bit and everything. They were not a bad tag team for the time being. They were alright. Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson really actually turned out to be pretty good in some rights. Like I said, I didn't care about them that much, but they were okay. The Revival was pretty good. The most memorable thing I'm able to remember them in WWE is the time when they had a rivalry with the Usos and the Usos caught, like, you know what? I don't think I even need to mention it. I mean, it's not really inappropriate, but it was just a funny segment and a funny little rivalry. So you know what? I'm just gonna quit talking. I'm just gonna quit talking about it. Like I said, Revival were okay, but didn't really care for them that much. But they were okay in the time being. I don't know. Are they in Impact Wrestling or I don't know? Are they in AEW or in Impact Wrestling? Because I know the Revival's in another wrestling league now, and they are still together as a team or whatever wrestling league they're in. But I don't know. Is Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson in AEW, or are they in Impact Wrestling? I can't remember. Leave a comment down below if you're a WWE fan or if you're a wrestling fan. If you know anything about if you're a WWE fan and if you know where the Revival are at right now. Let me know in the comments because I can't remember. Like I said, Revival were good in the time being. But anyway, here's Thursday Revival. just a little tiny movement when he gets scared. Say yeah! I think that was the intro to their entrance theme. He's gonna say no. Nope. Right, okay. Ooh, Carmella. Let me guess. I can't quite exactly remember if in a previous funny WWE Alarm Clock Wake Up video, Carmella was included in one of his clips. I can't remember. Did they already do the FABULOUS thing? I don't know. Did they already do the FABULOUS thing with Carmella? I don't know. I can't remember if in a previous funny WWE Alarm Clock Wake Up video that he already did Carmella's FABULOUS as an alarm. I don't know. If he has, then okay. And if not, then I guess this is it. I don't know. I'm trying to think about what this one might be. Either that, or it could be Mella's Money, maybe? Or Dance Break, since after a while she did become a face and she started getting a little bit. And, you know, some of the fans were starting to like the Dance Break thing she had going on, especially when she formed a friendship with R-Truth for a little while during his 24/7 championship reign, you know. Carmella, like, I do kind of miss the old Carmella, but, you know, shout outs to Carmella during her thing on SmackDown, you know, recently, you know. I kind of do miss her, you know, during the, in this form, but Carmella's not too bad in this current form, even though, you know, the old form is still the better Carmella, but, you know, pretty cool. But anyway, let's find out what this is. Well, I was right about one thing, it was the dance break thing. She shouts dance break, and then they just play the dance break theme that, you know, she dances to. I love how he reacted to that. I actually almost didn't pay attention to it, but I saw it just a little bit like, hold on, go back, watch his jump. It's always the jumps, because, you know, even though these are obviously just created for fun, you know, I don't know if he's really, you know, I don't know if they're real reactions to these alarms or not, but, you know, whether it's real or fake, it's relatable, because, you know, this is personally how anybody could relate if they had this as an alarm, just depending on how loud or how scary it can be, you know, when it's this loud or not, so, it's relatable, that's why I love these videos. Yep, of course you gotta do the dance. The floss dance that she does. I love it. That's funny. Love the edit. Like I said, it don't matter if these reactions are fake or real to these WWE Alarm Clock Wake Up videos. It don't matter to me at all. I love it. Because, you know, they're relatable. They're personally relatable. I can personally relate to them. Saturday. Nia Jax, huh? I can't remember. Has he done one with Nia Jax? I don't even remember. I don't think he has done one with Nia Jax before, hasn't he? I'm probably going to take a wild guess it's going to be Nia Jax's entrance theme, since that's the only thing that could be scary enough to wake somebody up, you know, with that alarm. So I think it's going to be the intro to Nia Jax's intro theme. No, I think it's going to be the intro to Nia Jax's entrance theme, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember if Kip Clips has ever done a funny WWE Alarm Clock Wake Up video with Nia Jax before or not. I can't remember. I don't think he has. But like I said, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure this is gonna be her entrance theme, if I'm not mistaken, like the intro to her entrance theme. Since that's possibly the only way to scare somebody if you have anything related to Nia Jax, if you want it to be part of your WWE Alarm Clock Wake Up video. That's personally having the intro to her entrance theme is pretty much the only way to actually be able to scare somebody awake, you know, for an alarm clock. So I'm gonna take a wild guess thinking that this is gonna be Nia Jax's intro to her entrance theme song. So let's find out if I'm right. Yep, I knew it. Didn't get us scared, but you know, if he had it closer to his ear, maybe he could have got scared a lot more. Probably. Just saying. He still shook a little bit, but you know, still funny. Nia Jax is alright as well. Nia Jax is really quite a brute, you know. Nia Jax is a pretty good superstar, I'm not gonna lie. She's really awesome. It's, even though her and Shayna Baszler are former tag team champions now because they decided to give Natalya and Tamina the push. And, you know, currently there's a rivalry going on Monday Night Raw. They're actually currently on Raw. They have always been on Raw, but, you know, they've always came to, like, SmackDown when they were having the rivalry with Tamina and Natalia for a little while after they lost the tag team titles, and they went back to Monday Night Raw for a little while. Nia Jax is having a four-man alliance with Reginald, the guy who used to work for Carmella as like her waitress or whatever, and now he's on Raw and he's forming in a friendship with Nia, and pretty much they're forming a rivalry with Alexa Bliss, the Fiend version of Bliss. It's really Shayna Baszler that's going up against her, but then also Nia Jax is as well because they're still friends, so you gotta wonder if Reginald might end up joining her, since the fact that, Alexa Bliss has almost hypnotized him a few times, even though recently, the last time she went up against Nia Jax, she low blowed him, but, just gotta wonder if Reginald could actually end up joining her, just because she's hypnotizing him, That's pretty much how The Fiend was able to get Alexa Bliss to be that evil darkness that we have going on today, And then, who knows, what if Reginald joins? Imagine how Reginald could become so successful if they decide to push him the correct way along with Bliss, because even though Bliss's Fiend gimmick thing is really garbage, I don't really like it too much, because they're not really doing too well with it at all, and then stuff like that. I really prefer the old Alexa Bliss. I hope she comes back one day, but, I just never really was sure how to feel about Alexa Bliss's Fiend gimmick when she joined the Fiend. I really never been too sure what to feel about it, but overall, I'm not really a big fan of it. I really hope she goes back to being the old Alexa Bliss. I used to hate her when she was the old Alexa Bliss, but she was really, really pretty bad. It was even crazy how when she was in NXT, they didn't really push her that well. They didn't even get her to be the NXT champion, but surprisingly, when she came to the main roster, she turned out to be almost a joke at first. You probably would have suspected that at first when she came to the main roster, because she didn't get really a big push in NXT and stuff like that. Never became NXT Women's Champion. You probably would have suspected that they were going to make her into being like Dana Brooke, where, she's going to be kind of wasted and doesn't get much of a push or a spotlight in there. You probably thought she was going to turn out to be one of those superstars because she didn't get that kind of push at first, But then surprisingly, after when they decided to actually let her defeat Becky Lynch for the SmackDown Women's title at TLC in 2016, surprisingly, then she got, some ovation from fans. Some fans actually started liking her, and then, then they pushed her more with defeating Bayley for the Raw Women's title in her hometown, and then, she had a long-lasting reign as the Raw Women's Champion. Lost it to Sasha Banks at SummerSlam 2017 that year, then went on to quickly regain it on Raw, and then, she went on to hold it a lot more longer for a little bit, and then, won it, even after when she lost it at WrestleMania to Nia Jax, then even won Women's Money in the Bank, cashed it in on the same night during Ronda Rousey and Nia Jax's Raw Women's Championship match that night, and went on to cash it in, and then unfortunately, lost it to Ronda. And because at the time I did hate Alexa Bliss, I was pretty glad she didn't get that push anymore, but then a little bit of a while in 2019, then she formed a friendship with Nikki Cross, and then, they won the Women's Tag Team Championships, and then after when Nikki was mad about her and stuff, when SmackDown was starting, it was in 2020 when SmackDown was starting to go, in the pandemic, when the pandemic was starting, and, they didn't have crowds at first, but then they brought them back after a while when they had, the first way how they brought the crowd is they had the WWE Performance, training superstars as the audience, and then so they decided to create the Thunderdome with virtual audience, which is pretty cool. I like it. And, that was how the Fiend gimmick started, when the Fiend attacked her, and then she got possessed, and then she started, aligning herself with the Fiend, you know what I mean? So, it was pretty crazy. I'm still not really a big fan of it, though. Like I said, the Fiend, Alexa Bliss, not really a big fan of it. I really hope she goes back to being the old Alexa Bliss very soon, but, I mean, it's not bad, but they're really not doing too well with the Fiend gimmick of Alexa Bliss, so I really hope that they, turn her back to the old Alexa Bliss again very soon. I'm not really liking the Fiend gimmick. I really hope she goes back to her normal self someday again soon, This Fiend gimmick isn't really working out too much for Bliss, just being honest, But anyway, I've already spoken enough about what I said.
Not like most girls.
Okay. Alright, Sunday shall be the last one. The last one Sunday. John Cena, huh? Wow. Wow, you gotta end it with John Cena, huh? Like I said, this is the final episode of this series, and apparently for his last wake-up alarm for Sunday, apparently he chooses John Cena. That's cool. I mean, it's appropriate, even though not everybody's a big fan of John Cena, but, he's one of the top superstars in WWE. He's like one of the most well-known WWE superstars because everybody knows John Cena almost. He's one of the biggest superstars in WWE. He's one of the most popular like wrestlers, you know, along with The Rock and so much more. Like pretty much Dwayne The Rock Johnson and John Cena are just like the two superstars that almost everybody has heard of the most, you know. Some people have heard of The Undertaker. It just depends if you're a wrestling fan. But if you're a non-wrestling fan but have still at least heard of them at least enough, then, you know, more likely than if you're not a wrestling fan, you've at least got to have at least heard of Dwayne The Rock Johnson and John Cena just because of how big they were in WWE and because of how the success of, like, Dwayne Johnson's becoming as a movie actor and among with John Cena trying to attempt to go for acting as well. John Cena is starting to try to do movie acting more, like, he is starting to do some acting more recently nowadays. He has confirmed on his last appearance with Jimmy Fallon that he is returning to WWE soon. I don't know when. He is one of my 4 favorite wrestlers. He's my least favorite, though. He's my 4th favorite. Rock is 3, Daniel Bryan's number 2, and Roman Reigns is number 1. So he's my least favorite out of all of them, you know. But, you know, John Cena's alright, you know. He's okay, you know. But, you know, hopefully, I don't know what they're going to do with him when he returns. There's rumors speculating he could become a heel if they bring him back. Even though he's not going to be, even though, of course, he isn't wrestling the same as he used to because he's getting kind of old. And he's going to be pretty much on the verge of retiring very soon, you know. I know it's going to be one day in the future John Cena's going to end up retiring, you know. But anyway, you know, hope it would be pretty cool if they actually bring him back in WWE and he turns out to be a heel. Because, you know, John Cena hasn't been a heel since, like, the early 2000s when he was about that basic thugonomics, when he was the doctor of thugonomics, when he was the rapper guy, John Cena. That was the last time he was a heel ever, you know. And he was pretty good for that matter. My dad was a big fan of him when he was the rapper. And, you know, he knew how to rap and everything. That was his favorite gimmick of John Cena. And that was like, I mean, even though Hustle, Loyalty, Respect was a good gimmick as well, it was more, I mean, it didn't turn out to be PG at first, but of course when WWE started going PG, it had to transition on over to it to be more appropriate. But, you know, John Cena overall was, you know, great, you know. Like I said, he's okay, you know. I kind of want to hope, I hope they do good with his return, you know. I hope they do something big for him for his return. Not like big, but, you know, something at least good enough to where his return will be worth it, you know. Hopefully, maybe they do turn him heel, or hopefully they just do something good for his return, or I don't know. Because he hasn't been seen in WWE since last year at WrestleMania when he, before SmackDown, before they went virtual because of the pandemic starting, he previously appeared on SmackDown saying he wasn't going to be at WrestleMania, but then The Fiend decided to challenge him to a match, and so then in the end he decided to go. He challenged him, so, you know, then once WWE had to go virtual because of the pandemic, and that was when WrestleMania had to end up going on without fans, which was a big disappointment. But, you know, Fiend challenged him to a Firefly Funhouse match, and, you know, it was a really weird match. But in the end, Fiend won, and, you know, ever since then, John Cena hasn't been seen since then. So we'll see what happens, you know. But anyway, let's go ahead and react to this because this is the last WWE Alarm Clock wake up video, and this is the final alarm that Kid Clips has got. So I don't know what he's gonna do with John Cena. I don't know what John Cena's gonna be here. I don't know. We'll see what this one is, because this is the last one, so what's it going to be from John Cena that's going to he use as his alarm?
You can't see me. You can't see me. You can't see me. You can't see
That's a
me.
classic.
You can't see me.
Of course, you got to do his "You Can't See Me."
You can't see me. You can't see me. You can't.
To be fair, I couldn't even remember, because I know he's done John Cena in his previous Funny WWE Alarm Clock wake up videos. I just couldn't remember which ones he's done. Well, actually, I remember some. I remember them doing the famous John Cena meme, you know, from John Cena's prank call. You know, and his name is John Cena! I think they've done his entrance theme before as well. And they done the John Cena sucks chant from the WWE Universe. I just couldn't remember, okay? But apparently this was the last one they decided to do his iconic catchphrase. You can't see me.
See me. You can't see me. You can't see me. You can't see me. You can't see me.
When you just have it playing constantly, it does get pretty annoying.
You can't see me. You can't see me.
Obviously, you can't even see Kip Clips right now because he's hiding in bed. He doesn't even say anything either. That's what makes it funny. He doesn't even say anything. Pretty funny is that he doesn't even say anything, and, you know, He usually would always have his outro for when he says go subscribe to him and everything, or have that picture down in the eye below, but he doesn't even say anything, he just wants to sleep. So anyway, that's it, you guys. That was the final episode of Funny WWE Alarm Clock Wake Up Videos by Kip Clips. This was Funny WWE Alarm Clock Wake Up number 12. This was the last episode. That was pretty worth it. Not as funny as the other ones, but it was definitely still worth checking it out just to react to something from Kip Clips, since he's going away from YouTube for a little while, and, you know, he's not going to hardly make anything related to wrestling anymore in the future when he comes back, so, you know, to pay my respect to him, I thought it would just be a good idea to react to it, because I'm definitely going to miss these Funny WWE Alarm Clock Wake Up videos, you know. I mean, I've already been missing them since he quit doing them after the 12th one, but, you know, they've always been fun. They were always entertaining for me. They always gave me some laughs, so I'll definitely still miss them, but at least I hope that he returns pretty soon, and, you know, maybe hopefully he'll do something big, because he definitely wants to do something bigger than wrestling, so hopefully we'll find out what it is when he returns very soon. Like I said, go subscribe to Kip Clips, and I think he's still on live. I don't know. I don't know. It's been like 30 minutes since I haven't checked it, so I'm going to get off this video. I'll go check to see if he's still live, and maybe I'll try to tell him in the comments that I finished a video of me reacting to his video. I don't know if he's going to check it out or not, but I want to see if he does. I don't know. But we'll find out. You know, like I said, go subscribe to Kip Clips. I have. He's great. Can't wait for his return pretty soon to see what he's got in mind when he comes back. But anyway, that'll be it for today, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Dislike, give it a thumbs down. Join me next time for the next video. I hope that I can do another reaction video a little bit later on. Hopefully I can find something related to America or something on YouTube. Maybe I can react to it as a 4th of July special video reaction. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what we got. But anyway, so until then, to all you boys, men, and guys out there, fist bumps go to all of you. To all the girls, ladies, women out there, why? Okay, that was stupid. Hold on, let me try that again. Kisses go to all of you. But until then, this is Joe Flash signing off, and have a good day, and happy 4th of July, everybody.